All right, guys, Cam with The Real World here. We're going to check out the new Avatar movie here. We're going to see it in IMAX. We got a pretty big line down here, if you'll see this. A lot of people are in line for this one, so it should be fun. I'll let you guys know how it is as soon as we get out. I am excited for this one, big James Cameron fan, so let's see how it is. I haven't put out a video in a while, so I wanted to do a longer review, a longer reaction on my drive home here. And so I wanted to give you all my thoughts on Avatar: The Way of Water. Not going to go into spoilers, but if you want kind of a more comprehensive breakdown of what I thought of the movie, this is going to be the video for you. Just got out of the Thursday night showing, opening night of Avatar: The Way of Water. So Avatar: The Way of Water is the new film from visionary cinematic master James Cameron, who has not made a bad movie yet. He's only made 8 of them, but they're all great. And so quality over quantity for Mr. Jim Cameron. Look, this is no exception. Another great film from a great filmmaker. It pushes the boundaries of the technology, as all of his movies do. The motion capture technology is now indistinguishable from live action photography. I mean, this looks completely photorealistic in every single shot. It's pretty amazing. So the sequel picks up years later. We fill in the gap in the beginning, what happened after the events of the original Avatar film, which came out 13 years ago. So this is a sequel 13 years in the making. And it was worth the wait. I was enthralled every second of it. There are a few little pacing issues. It is a long film. It is 3 hours and 15 minutes in length. So it's one that, wasn't difficult to watch, but there were certainly a couple moments that dragged on a little bit longer than they should have probably. But it all works. And it's all really well done on a story level. The visuals, of course, are great. That's kind of what we expected, was a visual spectacle, and we definitely get that here. But the story is what I was really impressed with, is that he's really expanded the world. You know, with the first movie, you have to kind of world build and get everyone kind of introduced to the world. But in this film, you can hit the ground running because it's a sequel. Everyone's seen the first movie. And now we can kind of just jump in with these characters that we know and care about. They did a better job with the characters. I enjoyed watching the characters more this time, and I liked them in the first one. But what they do with the family that Jake and Neytiri have built is so compelling and so relatable that I just think this is a superior movie on every level, including the action sequences, which James Cameron is a master of action. And his characters are so important throughout the action sequences. And that's the same way here. You care about the characters. That makes you lean into the action more. And so, visual spectacle, great special effects, incredible action sequences, great music. Of course, the great James Horner is no longer with us. They used his theme, of course. But there was a new composer, and he did a great job. There's a great cast here as well. Of course, Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana ground the whole thing. They're back as Jake and Neytiri. The cast of young actors playing their children are wonderful. Sigourney Weaver is back as a new character, and she does a great job as well. We get Stephen Lang back also, which was a lot of fun. His character is excellent. He plays him so well. We also get new characters played by Cliff Curtis, who is an actor I really like, and Kate Winslet, who of course worked with James Cameron on Titanic. So she's back as a character that I thought was really compelling as well. Just really well done overall. The acting performances are spot on. The cinematography is great as well. Really, really well done. Some beautiful shots here. Great editing. I just really liked every element of it. I think all of it worked together really well. again, I believe it's superior to the original, which I'm a big fan of. Not a lot of people like that movie because of the story. They think it's too simple. They think it's been done before. And that's true, but that's true of so many stories. The hero's journey, for example, has been told thousands of times in thousands of movies. But it worked. When it works, it works. And for me, this one worked. The sequel worked even better because it felt it was like new ground a little bit. And I felt that it was kind of expanding on the lore and the mythology of Pandora and the Na'vi and all of these other tribes that they come into contact with, these different clans that we get to meet. The underwater stuff is, of course, phenomenal. That's kind of what's new here, is pushing the boundaries of motion capture and underwater photography. And they definitely do that here because tons of this is underwater and it looks great. You just feel like you're there with these characters, especially, again, the IMAX 3D format, which this was made for. So if you get a chance to see it, definitely, I highly recommend seeing Avatar: The Way of Water. If you're on the fence, you're not sure, this is the movie theaters are made for. So you've got to check out Avatar: The Way of Water in theaters. Don't wait for video on demand. Don't wait for the 4K Blu-ray even if you have a great home theater system. It's just not going to match what you're going to be able to get in theaters, especially an IMAX screen. It's just so immersive. You feel like, again, you're in this world with these characters. So it works so well. And so definitely go see it. If you're not sure about it, if you were kind of on the fence, check it out. If you're at all a fan of the first one, if you're a fan of James Cameron and his filmography, check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to follow me on Letterboxd. We're also on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, which I can add you to. We're on Twitter as well, so make sure you check us out there. Follow us, and make sure you share this with your friends as well. We're trying to get up to 200 subscribers. We're over 100 now. We're approaching 150, but I'd like to get over 200 in the next couple months. So be sure you share this online. If you know of anyone who is a movie fanatic like I am, be sure you share this with them, and let them check out all the videos. We've got a lot of playlists now on the channel that you can check out, reactions and reviews. We've got the podcast, which is great if you want more in-depth look at some top 5, top 10 lists, and we've got all kinds of other videos on the channel, so check those out. And thanks again for all the support. Be sure to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications of all our videos here at The Real World, and we will see you next time.